Okay, so e4, c6 on the board, beginning with Karukan defense, and d5 on the board. Let's see what's going to be the plan. So white decides to capture the pawn, we will eliminate the pawn back, and let's develop the knight to f6 on the board. Okay, knight to f6, so bishop d3 on the board. Let's develop another knight, attacking towards the central square. So comes c3 as the reply. In this position, let's take out the bishop to g4, pinning the knight. And now the knight is under pin. So comes x3, let's remove this knight. White eliminates back and e6 on the board for developing up bishop at dark square. And now the dark square bishop is also active. So what we can do is we can slide out the bishop to d6, attacking towards this diagonal. And let's see what's going to be the reply over here. So comes bishop to g5 on the board. Now in this position, let's castle maintaining the king safety. And okay, bishop eliminates. Let's eliminate back from the pawn. Now white is thinking for a while. Let's see how white responds to this position. In these positions, we can have various attacks that are placing queen over here, attacking the pawn. But knight comes out, so the plan will be simple. Queen over here, rook over here, which will be supporting the pushing of these two pawns. So it's a better option to play a6 for blocking the bishop way. Now let's see what happens over here. White is thinking for a while. Let's see how white responds to this position. We can expect white to create attack towards this file by placing the rook to e1. Queen comes, rook comes over here, and rook placing over here. Rook over here, here, over here, which will be attacking this file, and the queen over here will be controlling this file. That will be a better option. Okay, so white decides not to place the queen over here, instead to place the queen to x5. Now in this position, the mate is over here, so it's a better option to protect it. So comes f5 on the board, and now knight comes out. So in this position, I guess it's a better option to take out the queen. And now the queen comes out to f6 on the board. Now let's see what happens over here. So this is okay. White plays rook to e1. Now the plan can be knight over here, rook over here, and no. Okay, no problem. Let's play king to h8 on the board. For we can play rook over here and can attack this file. Let's see what happens. And now white is thinking for a while. Maybe white can play knight to h4 and can place the rook over here. Or white can simply play this. If I take, then the checkmate on the board. That is the bishop as well. So the checkmate can be prevented by not taking the pawn. Okay, so rook to e3 on the board. If I push this further, then this is the threat. Okay, so in this position, it's a better option to remove this bishop. And for removing that, so rook to g8 on the board. Now let's see what happens. Rook comes to g8 and doubling up of rooks. Right, doubling up rooks is also a better strategy. Now rook to g6, and now this threat is blocked. That's the good advantage. So knight comes out. Let's eliminate black from the bishop. And pawn is back. Queen comes behind. Now we can notice threat coming. And in this position, the safest reply can be playing g4. If I capture, then bishop can eliminate the rook. Let's see what happens. Maybe white can try pushing this pawn till this much only. Let's see what happens. Playing g3 for white. Uh, Otherwise, from my side, playing g4 is a better option. Otherwise, if I take, bishop can take the rook, and that will be a better option for white. White will be having a lot of advantage. Okay, white plays g3 on the board, and in this position, g3 is the reply. So let's place our rook as well. Rook to g8 on the board. Now let's see what happens. Now in this position, king comes over here, blocking the pin. And in this position, let's place the rook to x6 for attacking this. And now the queen may go back. Let's see where it goes. Queen can go back over here. Okay, queen comes to f3 on the board. So queen to f3. In this position, we can create a attack also. Let's place the knight to e7 for we can give knight a better option. Knight over here, and then we can push the pawn forward. Let's see what happens. Now white is having 6 minutes 22 seconds on the clock. Means in some moves, after some moves, white will be facing time pressure. Okay, so c4 on the board. If we eliminate this, or if we either push it. Well, in this position, if we eliminate, bishop eliminate, and the queen attacking this pawn. Main problem is the queen attacking this pawn. So if it eliminates, we can eliminate back from the knight. So that's a better option. Notice opportunity. And let's push the pawn f4 on the board. Now f4 attacking the rook, which means white eliminates rook. Now white has eliminated the pawn. We will eliminate back. Bishop may eliminate. Let's see who eliminates this. Okay. And now knight to f5 on the board, attacking the rook. Now we are going to continuously attack the white's territory for better advantage. Let's see what happens. White is thinking for a while. In this position, rook can go back over here, or can be pushed over here. Okay, rook comes over here, attacking the pawn. Well, in this position, rook comes to h4 on the board. Lord Rashid, if you want, you can play with me. Just send me the challenges. That's all you have to do. And it does not matter whether you are a beginner. I will be happy to play with advanced player as well. Chess is all about learning. Rook comes to h4. Okay, so queen goes back in this position. Smart. Well, in this position, let's eliminate this bishop. And now we are a minor piece up, but still, white can try to improve his position. Rook can be placed over here, and all the threats will be destroyed. Yeah, rook takes, no problem. So, eliminate, takes, check on the board. Oh, the queen on the board. If I am having queen over here, takes. Let's place the rook over here. Rook to c2 on the board, or we are attacking this. Actually, we are pinning. We are going to take the advantage of pin. That's the main importance of playing rook to c2. Instead, we can observe white that took the pawn like that only, which was an inaccuracy. Sacrifice the queen. like this. Not right now. If we will give up the queen, that's not going to be a better option. Okay, so this is the reply on the board. Um, hmm. In this position, this pawn is attacking the knight, and if we try to remove the knight, then rook may eliminate the pawn. Yeah, or the queen can also eliminate. Hmm. Let's place the knight to d4 on the board, attacking the queen. And now, if rook eliminates, then simple logic, we can eliminate this, giving check on the board, which will be a forcing move. So queen comes over here. Alright, now queen comes out, attacking the knight, and now the threat once again are gone. Okay, so in this position, knight back to f5 on the board, and now to mid threat, if it eliminates, then the checkmate on the board. So once again, we can expect white not to eliminate it. Okay, now let's see what happens over here. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. Please send me the challenges. Okay, rook comes to f4 on the board. Alright, in this position, hmm. So in this position, once again, there is no logic. If it eliminate, there is going to be a checkmate. Um, the main importance, yes. Let's play h5 on the board. For we are now going to force attack over here. And let's see if we can destroy the king in this position. White is now thinking for a while, and white plays the rook over here. So now if I eliminate, rook eliminates, then rook eliminates, and then alright, let's eliminate it. Since this pawn was attacking the knight, so it's a better option to eliminate. And rook eliminates back. Now in this position, let's try back. Hmm. Alright, in this position, let's place the rook back to f8. No more check possible, otherwise the knight eliminate, and that is the best strategy. Okay, if you think that rook comes over here, knight eliminates, then queen over here, that's not a mate, queen attacking it. So that's an important thing we must keep in mind. Our queen should be over here only. Okay, so yeah, let's eliminate this. Knight is protecting the mate. Well, okay, now the position is all set over here. And this queen over here is a better position, protecting the pawn. Otherwise, if this pawn is attacked, then king is totally lost. Let's see what happens. Now we can expect white. Actually, white is once again a minor piece down, as you can see over here. And white have two pawns over here which can be used to be pushed. Maybe white can play rook to a7 and can attack the pawn and can start pushing these two pawns. Okay. So white having 2 minutes 57 seconds on the clock, thinking for a while. Let's see what plays over here. In this position, queen goes behind. Now, once again, check coming. And the rook is protected like this, which is an amazing move played over here. So, in this position, queen comes to g7 on the board. What we are doing is we are attacking this pawn. And let's see what happens. Rook comes over here, giving check. King to x7 on the board. Check. Yeah, queen giving a check on the board. Knight goes behind. And once again, the position is all set. Okay, let's see what happens if any other kind of attacks by white. In this position, this pawn is left, not protected, which is now going to create trouble for white. Let's see what happens. Actually, if white does not place the queen to here, otherwise rest of the moves, okay, queen can come to x4 and over here, and rest of the moves are blunders. Why? Since look at this, king will be forced to come over here and checkmate. So we can expect white queen, yeah, queen goes back to f3, and now in this position, let's eliminate this, check, and rook is gone. So our position once again is all set. Yeah, and white resized again. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's a challenge, a rematch. Okay. All right. Let's play d4 on the board and d5. Okay. c4, beginning with the queen's gambit. So comes d takes on c4. Well, let's play e4 on the board, the central variation, and we can eliminate this pawn as well. This is the queen's gambit accepted line. Knight comes to c3, adding a defender to the central pawn, and we can expect bishop to come out. No, bishop will not come to over here. Okay, knight comes out. In this position, let's push the pawn d5 on the board, attacking the knight. Knight comes over here, and comes f4, and now the knight is under attack. So knight comes to d3 king check. Let's eliminate this by the bishop, and let's eliminate the pawn. Now the position is equal, and now white can develop the bishop over here because there are no more prohibitions to that. And we can expect g6, bishop over here. Okay, so white chooses to play e6 and then bishop over here. Alright, in this position, knight comes out to f3 on the board. And let's see what happens. Knight to f3, and comes bishop over here. Let's play e5 attacking this. And now e5 and it eliminates. Knight to g5 on the board. Knight can eliminate this. Queen is also attacking that. Oh. Okay, bishop takes, that's inaccuracy. Knight should have taken that. And bishop can also capture it, and if we trade, then also bishop can capture it. This means, okay, that's once again, it's no need to capture this. It eliminates, there is a fork as well. So that's the exact blunder done by playing knight over here. Okay, now let's eliminate this knight. Since that knight was also attacking our king territory, so it's a better option. Okay, now in this position, guys, guys, if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do subscribe it now. Okay, over here we castle over here, and now white, black can play. Okay, black plays x6 attacking the knight, and as I expected, that will happen. So knight comes back to e4 on the board, and bishop coming over here. That's the main important. So rook to d1 on the board. Alright, in this position, let's place the rook to e1 on the board. And it's a better option not to give this bishop an open diagonal. That's the best strategy over here. Alright, now black is thinking for a while, having 8 minutes 15 seconds on the clock. Let's see how white responds. Okay, so comes g5 on the board, attacking the bishop. Well, now the bishop is under attack. Let's place the bishop back for creating attack like this. And in this position comes g4 on the board. Bishop a3 on the board, giving check on the board, and let's see where it goes. Okay, so the mate, yeah. Alright, so black loses with checkmate. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. Just send me challenges, that's all you have to do. Alright, so here are some bridge games as well. 3 plus 0, e4 and French defense on the board. Let's accept French defense. And comes c4. Now we are attacking the center pawn. This is the reply. c5. Nice. Let's eliminate this, activating the bishop. Check on the board. Queen attacking this. We have to keep this in mind. Okay, so once again, check on the board. And in any of bishop comes out. Knight comes. If I play knight over here, queen eliminates. Then, um, so let's eliminate this bishop. And then what we can, yeah, let's play knight to f3. Let's castle, playing the rook to d1, and we are attacking the center pawn. Now, in this position, okay, black is not able to castle over here because the bishop is hanging. So the main important move, queen back to d6, protecting the bishop, which will be a better strategy. Queen comes over here, adding a defender, and let's place b3 on the board, for we can play bishop like this. And now the position is gone. Why? Because queen goes anywhere, we will eliminate this bishop with tempo. So in all the ways, the position is very nice. Okay, now let's see what happens. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. Just send me the challenges. That's all you have to do. And please do like the live stream if you haven't. And then queen eliminates the knight. Now let's see what happens. Rook comes out. Now in this position, let's place the queen to p4, for we are controlling this diagonal as well. And let's see what happens. Okay, knight comes to g4 on the board. So let's eliminate the pawn at d4, and no more checkmate is possible. Knight comes out. Now if I take, then we can expect this threat. So that was an amazing move played. Let's place the knight over here. We are also attacking like this. If okay, so this is the reply. Queen goes back to c3 on the board. Now, wow, rook eliminates this. Alright, so in this position, queen eliminates back, and let's we will eliminate. Now no more checkmate possible. Oh, queen takes on x1. That was a mate. Cool. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. Okay, so here's another challenge. d4, knight to f6, king Indian defense, d6 on the board, and bishop g7. Let's say castle on the board, x6, attacking the bishop, and c5. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so in this position, we will eliminate the pawn, knight eliminates, and knight comes to c6 on the board. Now we can, yeah, let's attack this. Okay, so in this position, queen comes to a5 on the board, and let's see what happens. Okay, so in this, come on, no one will play queen to e5 as well. Anyways, once again in my slip. Okay, so f5 attacking this, and let's eliminate this pawn. So Bishop comes out. Come on, one more slip and the game is going to be over. The position is got burst. Okay, so let's say Knight is attacking the bishop, and in this position, I guess it's a better option to take back the bishop. Now bishop goes back. Let's eliminate back from the pawn. Pawn if queen comes. So yeah. So king comes to f7. For we can make a better option, better position for king. Come on. That was a very risky mouse sacrifice. I mean mouse slip. Anyways, mouse slips are really very frustrating. Okay, so white is having a lot of time. 9 minutes on the clock. Even after I'm playing fast, still only 8 minutes 59 seconds on the clock. Okay. Now white can play queen to h7 check. Okay. So king goes to e8. And now queen comes over here, rook comes over here and to threaten the mate. That's the plan. Cool. So queen check on the board and rook over here. Let's push it. It takes, we take back. Okay. The main importance, king comes over here. Well, let's push it. Okay, so if I eliminate or if we eliminate this. So let's eliminate the bishop and now the bishop is eliminated. Let's eliminate this as well. Okay, now we are one step closer to promote to queen. Another queen. King to d8. The rook is gone. Yeah. And now the rook is attacking the queen. So king to e6. Actually there was a poke. Knight over here. Yeah. White misses the poke. And let's eliminate this. King goes back to d7. Let's start pushing the pawn forward. Okay, so let's end the game. Alright. So here is another point. Oh, now I'm as black. So comes d4. Let's remove. Knight to f6. Uh, basically playing the queen. Okay, so king city and defense. Alright, g3 on the board. d6. And then bishop g7. Now let's see what happens. Knight comes to f3. Let's castle. And over here, let's play c5 on the board. Attacking the central pawn. Now the central pawn is under attack. Okay, so knight comes to c3 on the board. Let's okay, so in this position, let's place the bishop to f5 on the board. Now bishop comes to f5, and what we are doing is we are attacking the. Okay, so let's eliminate back. Bishop having an open diagonal. Well, in this position, we can expect for a quick trade. Okay, knight comes. Well, that's an amazing trade. Okay, so in this position, knight comes over here, attacking this knight. And now the knights are under attack, so we can expect for knight trade as well. Guys, if you want to get challenge me, just send me challenges, that's all you have to do. Okay, now knight comes out to d7, we are attacking this knight at center. And now we can expect the knight to eliminate this, or simply to play knight back, knight over here. Since attacking this pawn will not give advantage. If white eliminates, we can eliminate this. White eliminates the bishop. Okay. So let's eliminate back from the knight. And now knight added the defender as well. Now we are going to attack this pawn. Not right now because the bishop is protecting it. Well, we have two bishops having open diagonals, which are a better option. Okay, so knight to b6. No move the bishop over here. Actually, bishop at the center are very dangerous as well. Since bishop at the center can control a lot of squares. Let's eliminate this bishop and let's see what happens. Now this is white's turn. White can either attack the knight or the bishop. So white choose to attack the knight, which was not a better option. Okay, now in this position, uh, queen comes out to b6. Knight comes and simply let's play a6 and let's say tata bye bye to knight because knight is going to be back once again. No more logic of playing knight over here actually. Knight just inaccuracy of the board. a6 attacking the knight. Now if knight should go back over here, otherwise if knight goes back to a3 then that will be a amazing blunder. Okay. Knight comes to c3 on the board. So in this position, queen to b7. Okay, now once again, if white wants to move the knight, white can place knight over here attacking the pawn, and that will be having some logic as well. Okay, now let's see what happens. White is now thinking for a while, and white is having 7 minutes 28 seconds on the clock. So in this position, the main plan is we can play bishop over here. We can push the pawn and can threaten the mate. Okay, so bishop x3 and let's see what happens. We have control this diagonal which is blocking the way of king as well, and we have blocked the king, so it's easy position for us to attack the king. We can also place the bishop at the center, which will be attacking this pawn and this diagonal as well. Okay, knight comes over here. In this position, as we planned bishop to come to d4, that's a better option. And now bishop at d4. Now we are going to attack this diagonal as well. So we have two bishops attacking towards the king territory. And that's the best thing. Okay, now let's see what happens. We can create a pawn storm over here by playing. Okay, so knight comes over here. And logic. Okay, let's play e6 on the board. And now comes e6. Let's eliminate this pawn. Oh. Knight eliminated the bishop. That was something not expected. Anyways, so white can eliminate that. Queen eliminates back. Okay. Now this is white to move. Having 6 minutes 3 seconds. So in this position, queen goes to d6. Now let's see what happens. Guys, I request you all to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And in this position, now queen goes to d6 on the board. Rook comes over here. Okay. Once again, rook comes to e8, attacking this rook on the board. And if the rook over here takes, so that will be something expected. Why? Because if rook takes, bishop takes and the queen will be gone. So rook to e8 on the board. And let's see what happens. Now bishop comes out over here. Alright, in this position, g5 attacking the knight. And now the knight is under attack, so we can expect knight to go back. Or knight can jump over here if okay, knight goes back. Alright. Now knight goes back, and in this position, let's place the bishop. H6, and we can expect for a bishop trade as well. Let's see what happens. Okay. Now this position is also not very good for us. Anyways, in this position we can expect for bishop trade since white is having a knight. Alright, let's eliminate back from the queen. Okay, rook trade, we will eliminate back. We have to eliminate actually. Anyways, let's see what happens. Now white is thinking for a while. White can play a3 on the board. A3, b5 attacking this pawn, which will be a better option. Let's see what happens. This white's turn, thinking for a while, and white can decide to play a3, b4. That will be side moves and will be helping in promotion as well. G4 on the board, attacking the queen, and now the queen is under attack. Okay, let's see what happens. So here, now this knight is also under attack, so queen comes over here. Rook comes to e2, and this pawn will be under attack if white plays the queen in some unusual place. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now white is thinking for a while, having 3 minutes 50 seconds of the clock. White is now having a lot of, less time. Since I'm having 7 minutes 32 seconds on the clock, that's a lot of time. Okay, queen eliminates, no. And now queen has to go back there. No logic of playing queen to c8 check as well. Anyways, queen has to go back for protecting it. Okay, now queen goes back, then rook comes. But the problem is we are attacking the knight. So queen goes over here, protecting this knight. Rook comes to d2, attacking the knight, and now the knight is under attack. So let's see how white responds. White can protect the knight by placing the knight to e5 on the board. Let's see what happens. Actually, knight comes to, okay, knight takes. So in this position, uh, check, rook takes, we take back, giving check on the board, king comes over here, and no more further plans. Right, no more further plans. So x5 on the board, let's give up the pawn. Poke, not a very nice poke. Anyways, and now we can expect for a rook trade on the board, and check on the board. Now king will come over here. So in this position, let's play king to x6. If it eliminates, once again, not advantage for us. Okay, so some advantage. Queen to g6. Okay, queen f4 checked was some advantage once again. f5 attacking the queen. Queen over here, giving check on the board. So, king to g5 on the board. King g6. And actually in this position we cannot expect a 3-4 repetition. White is having a knight up. Come on. White is seriously not having any option. White can play queen over here and can attack this pawn. Having 2 pawns which can be pushed. Anyways. King to x6. And white can even play knight over here and can attack like this. Anyways, no problem. Let white make the 3-4 repetition. That's advantage for us only. King goes to x6. Once again a check. Come on. Oh. Well, king g6 and once again check 6. Finally, no check. And now we will give a 3-4 repetition. King comes over here, check on the board. Once again over here, check on the board. And that's the only variation. Okay. Well, in this position, white can try something else as well. Like this. Okay. Once again, a check. That was advantage for us, and we are going to trade. Yeah. Draw by repetition. Okay. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. If you want, you can challenge me. Alright. Some puzzles as well. Puzzles are important for improving the tactics as well. Daily puzzle. Yeah. Guys, how many of you solved the daily chess puzzles? Okay, now this is the. Oh my god. White to move in this position. Queen g7 mate. Come on, let me think, bro. Muhammad Khan. Queen g7 is mate. Wait, bishop takes, right? It's queen takes. Actually, that was also what I thought. But I thought rook over here. And actually, we can take this. It will be blocking this. And then we can try rook over here. That will be threatening the mate. Queen g7 was made for white. Okay, queen takes on g4. It takes. And then, yeah, bishop takes. Then king comes over here. Okay, so I understand what you're saying. Bishop take, king over here, and no. Then in this position, any other way to checkmate as well. Okay, so no. What's the better move here? In this position, I guess there's some other move. Or knight comes over here. Okay, knight g5, that's the mate. Alright. So once again, this is the position. White to move on the board. Alright, the queen is having a, basic position which is preventing this. So in this position, we can expect, okay, white to move, and we can place rook over here. It takes, yeah, it will not take rook over here. It takes, then the queen is gone. Okay, so let's place rook over here. Eh? Okay, so that's the position. At least one position that I can solve. Anyways, black to move over here, and this bishop hanging. Now if we eliminate, then this will be threatening the mate only. So that's a better option as well. So let's eliminate this. No. This eliminates. Oh yeah, queen eliminates. Alright. Okay, let's think for it once again. If we play this a5, then the problem is queen can eliminate. We have to eliminate. Or if we either eliminate this bishop. Yeah, eliminating the bishop can make some sense as well. Sacrifice the rook. King takes. We can check. King goes over here. And that's not a response as well. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's say this. No. Huh? Okay, so in this position, check, king takes. Yeah, that's the better option. Queen in this and mate. Okay, that's, yeah. These positions are very nice as well. This can be used to improve the tactics as well. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for coming to my live stream.